Yes. That was it. That was it. How'd it feel?
Good afternoon, mountain bikers. You are watching MTB Trail Review with everybody's favorite professor, Chris Never Miss Wessels. We are out here at Wrights Field with Alex from Chainline. Everyone's getting a little bit of a coaching session. If you're debating if you should get a lesson from Chainline, the argument is over. You should just do it. It's amazing. We've been out here for like 90 minutes. I've learned, I think, more than I have in the last 5 years of riding. So just do it. It's great. Alex is amazing, humble, fun, cool. And yeah, Chris, say something.
Stay tuned for the rest.
For this ride, I chose Wrights Field. I picked Wrights Field because it's not a place where you're going to go put in a whole bunch of miles, but it is a place where you can put in a whole bunch of fun. It's a great little playground with a big variety of features that will challenge any level of rider, and it's a perfect place to safely progress under the right conditions. After introductions, we talked about the ride plan, and then we set out to the first area. For this ride, I chose 3 different areas for us to work on. The first one is a nice little rock outcropping. I don't think a garden is the right word for it, with some fun slabs, some fun rock rolls, and a couple opportunities to do some small drops. After that, we're going to head to an area that has a couple of small jumps, followed by a fun downhill where everybody can tie all of their new skills together. This is the first area that had 3 slabs of varying difficulty. We had Alex, a coach from Chainline Bikes, that was with us, and he took a look at everybody's form, going down whatever they were comfortable doing, and then he gave people lots of opportunity for coaching.
That was really good.
Nice.
Like I said, whoever's comfortable with rock roll, go for it. I'll kind of just hang back and watch.
Nice job. Nice.
As opposed to allowing our bike to do the work for us. So we're keeping our center of balance and we're accommodating the way our bike is moving. So we're not shifting our weight, we're allowing the bike to drop away from us. So we're not getting away from it, we're allowing the bike to fall away. So we're nice and centered, and we're just allowing our bike to go away from us. So much easier when someone does it for you. That chest slope. Yeah.
Clean. You actually took a harder look.
I think I can speak for everyone when I say that skill levels bumped up a notch, as did levels of fun. After a short coaching session and plenty of opportunities to push the limits, we had people who had never been in the dirt on their bikes before hitting this slab, like Kevin.
Nice, dude. Yep, you got it. Clean. Good work. This one's not as steep, Ted.
Since several people had mastered the first one, I decided to up the ante and challenge them to this one. The slab itself was not too difficult, but the entrance was a bit more tricky than what they had been doing before.
Yep, over this rock and down. Yeah. There you go, down this and down. Nice. And you're pretty much killing it for your first day in dirt. I'm impressed.
After making pretty quick work of the second challenge, it was time for the third challenge of this area. There was this rock that you can either drop or roll. It had a pretty technical entrance that required you to commit and come in with a little bit of speed, and then the drop off the end made you commit a little bit harder. Once again, this could be rolled or dropped, and it's a section that really makes you think about your body position.
Yep.
Nice.
He's fearless. There you go.
Challenge number 4 requires you to think even more about body position, requires a higher degree of commitment, and it requires you to really trust your bike.
I've got all the positive vibes. I'm working on the knowledge.
Oh, nice.
Yeah!
Dude, that was good.
After lots of fun playing on rocks, it was time to move on to the next area, where we were going to work on jumping. In the area, there's two options. One that's just a little bit of a kicker, and then another one that's a double. We didn't have anyone in the group that was ready for the double,
right.
but everybody gave the kicker a good, honest go. For the first run in, I led the pack, so everyone could check it out and kind of get an idea for what kind of speed you could use for this. And then I let Alex take over from there.
Okay.
Yeah, Rob!
You know what's been helping? And the majority of what I saw was just staying in the same position and not really allowing the bike to just do its thing. So kind of like I would say not super stiff, but you guys also aren't like super fluid either, right? And how we get that is being comfortable with our bike, being comfortable with the response of our bike and what it's going to do when it comes off of a transition. Because that's what happens, right? We come off the jump and we're like, oh, what happened? And we're like sideways or whatever. But if we allow the bike to ride the transition and we're staying centered, got that low center of gravity, we teach what like wheel lifts and bunny hops, but we teach it in a way that is way more intuitive than what you see on YouTube most of the times. Because I've seen a lot of guys try and teach bunny hops on YouTube. And we spend almost 30 minutes to 45 minutes just in the parking lot teaching this, just so that we can like do the repetitious act of what it's actually like to use that skill and then bring it into rollers and manualing and jumping. So similar to what we were talking about with the press, right? We're lifting our wheel to get off the jump. Let me go down so it's easier to demonstrate. So out of everyone, I think was the most progressive with the wheel.
After a quick round of coaching from Alex, you could already see progress being made. And once again, I think I speak for everyone when I say that everyone was already feeling more comfortable with getting their bike off the ground. Here goes Alex.
Didn't even come close to the transition.
Okay.
So I don't know how to fix that, but he might.
Allow your bike to ride the full transition. Okay. So basically it's like just gotta be patient. Yeah, gotta be patient.
That was so much better, Rob.
Sometimes my analogies don't fit. It genuinely takes
Kevin, you just did what these guys were doing too.
Okay.
Where you... Better.
After doing some coaching, Alex decided that he wanted to go for the long jump. I decided to try my hand at coaching too. While I'm not anywhere near the coach that Alex is, I think I know just enough in order to help people out a little bit.
That looked a lot better just from my glance back. Did you feel it?
I did feel it. It felt like I was
I'm behind you on this one. That was better. You got a little bit side.
just a little.
Pay attention. Excellent advice is about to come.
Even when it's dropped all the way. So drop. So your seat's down always, unless you're climbing or you're pedaling for a long distance. Seats out of the way, down always.
And there's lots of rocks to play on.
After lots of jumping, we headed over to the one downhill that I had planned out in order to put all of our skills together and just have a little bit of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this awesome group of guys progress with Alex from Chainline Bikes. Alex, if you're
Perfect,
watching,
head left,
thanks again
yep.
for coming out. I think everybody had a great time. And we have an intermediate ride in the works. Stay tuned for details. Hopefully in the next week or two, I'll have some information for you guys. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next ride.
You can stop right there, Rob. That's good.
Stop.